give away good gifts. You know, winners could win a lot. Free alcohol.
I usually enter it on so somebody can
I'm gonna be your favorite judge.
All right. So welcome to it's not Tuesday night, to Monday night's Jest, Joust, Comedy Calamity. We got 5 comics tonight, which is cool. I like that number. Few things that I'm supposed to say here in the beginning. My ADHD brain makes me have to have this list. I'm Happy Bones Jones. What's up, everybody? It's Monday night. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I thank Melinda and Candace for being here, and the Fox's Lair for having us here. Everybody put your phones on silent if you don't mind, and try to keep your chatter down to the little minimum and whatnot. And then there's papers in front of you, and if you want to help judge, you can be a part of it. All you got to do is put the performer's name down and then judge them 1 through 5, 5 being the best on all of them categories. There's 2 places on there where you can tip your boy for doing all this hard work, and there's also a big QR code where you can get advance tickets for cheaper in future dates. Also, the topic that our premise this week was the misadventures of a telepathic taxi driver, and you know, that sounds like there's a lot of possibility in there, so I'm really excited about that. As judges tonight, I got Mr. Pete Barlow in the house. Pete Barlow will also be doing the closing set for us at the end of the show. We got the owner, Melinda, in the house. Melinda's in the house. And we got the infamous Doug James, Uncle Daddy Doug, in the house. All right. So how everything works is they're going to come up and they're going to do 5 minutes. They're going to either be on the premise or they're not. The premise is the topic. If they're not on topic, don't give them no damn points. You got to put that 0 on there. But if they bring the funny and they can do it, then that's good. It doesn't matter if they don't have to be on the premise. I'll go back and forth with them on bullet points. Then the judges will talk, and then we will move on this motherfucker right here. And other stuff is just stuff for me to remember. Yeah. All right. So usually, say what?
What the premise one more time?
It is the misadventures of a telepathic taxi driver. You see. Now I used to watch that taxi show, the Taxi Cab Confessions, back in the '80s, because my moms would let me stay up real late, and I'd be watching HBO. I'm not supposed to. That was good times. Anyway, Taxi Cab Confessions was naughty, man. They was always doing some crazy shit on that show. And in the taxi, I was like, y'all are not ashamed of nothing, are you? It's ridiculous. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make the first person be. We got a couple of new people on the list. I don't want to put them first. Is Dave in the house? Where's Dave? Dave, you want to be first tonight? Come on up.
You the sexiest motherfucker on the Just Joust Comedy Calamity tonight.
There's not a lot of competition for that title, Happy.
That's true. Can you do a little wiggle for us? All right. All right, everybody give it up for my man, Dave Minor.
Thank you. So, where's everybody in from? Where are you from, sir?
Aiken, Graniteville.
Aiken. Okay, Graniteville.
No, I live there. I'm not from there.
I see. Where you live. That makes a difference. It makes a difference. How about you guys? Where are you from? Grovetown. Okay, cool. That's nice. Very nice. Anyone from New Ellington here? New Ellington. It's kind of a special place out there. It's the Atomic City out there near the nuclear power plant, where the rents are low and the natives glow. And I used to do a lot of partying back in the day there. That's why I asked, because I dated some of the ladies out there, some of the hot 6-fingered gals, and I didn't use any protection. And I don't know if I have any kids or not, but I'd hate to get to the end of my set and some guys in the back, that's my dad. I'm going straight to hell. Anyway, not sorry. But I remember driving from Augusta to New Ellington. I counted 26 churches, including the Free Biker Church. And I wonder what the Sunday service is like at the Free Biker Church. Could you turn in your hymnals to page 67? I'm a cowboy, on a steel horse I ride. Yeah, no, the only way I usually get around in the CSRA is Uber, Lyft, or I drive drunk. Well, I'm not everywhere, not like on my way to work or anything. Definitely on my way home, though. Right, Melinda? You know what I'm talking about. But taxis, there's not a lot of call for taxis. I don't remember using a taxi here in Augusta. But there are some cities in the U.S. where taxis are still prevalent. You got New York City for yellow. They got the yellow taxis there. D.C. There's a lot of cabs there, and in Vegas, got to use a cab in Vegas because you're usually pretty fucked up. So I remember going to work once for Vegas, and man, we partied our asses off in Vegas. It was so much fun. Every night we'd stay up later and later, and I remember we were downtown Fremont Street, and me and my buddy Rich wanted to head back to the strip, so we got a taxi. And we're on the highway, just shooting the shit in the back of the cab. All of a sudden, some guy just cut us off viciously, and the car swerved, and I'm like, that guy must be on something. And our big fat Japanese cab driver turns around, he's like, oh yes, out here, everybody on something. Even me. I don't leave the house without having some sense of Mia. And Rich and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck? A little sketchy riding around Vegas with a stoned Asian driving us around, but we got back to the hotel safe and sound, and then we tipped the guy out in weed. And I'm wondering if maybe he was playing us, maybe he was kind of psychic and he knew he could get some weed from us. I guess that would be one way to cure the old corner bag blues. You guys know about the corner bag blues when you're almost out of weed and you haven't made any arrangements yet to get more. You get the corner bag blues, but and they're terrible. All you got left is seeds and stems. At least that's the way it was back in the day. See, kids, back in the day, about half the weight of your bag of weed was seeds and stems. And you're gonna take about a half an hour, like pulling stems out, crumbling up all the weed onto your Leonard Skinner Gold and Platinum double album. So the key was it had to be a double album, so you could flip it up, and you put the weed on one side, and if you tip it up just right, you get to the level where the seeds would start to slide down, but the weed would stay put, because the coefficient of friction of the seeds was less than that of the weed. That's it. College was fun. That'll be 2106. What? 2106, man. We're here. Fox's Lair. Jamaican Gypsy Cap. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess we are. That's it. That's my set. Thank you.
Okay, so what the fuck? Were you in a dream or I'm confused?
You tell me.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we're in a dream right now, dude. If you ask me.
That's it.
Yeah. And then the crowd work right off the bat, brave. Okay, you talk about glowing shit. SRS be having some glowing shit and some things with 3 legs and 2 penises. And then you sang some Bon Jovi.
I did. I like to sing a little.
John Bon Jovi, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good. And then you said Vegas and the Asian accent, the taxi driver.
Yep.
Now was the reason that you could get away with doing an offensive Asian accent in your joke is because you were inside of a dream in your joke?
That sounds good to me.
Okay. Good. All right, we got that worked out. Separating the seeds from the marijuana, that is excellent. That is fun.
I
remember those days.
It was the funnest.
When I first started selling weed, it all had stems and seeds. Nowadays, if I see stems and seeds, I get upset.
Yeah, that you get ripped off.
This is the new days we live in. Weed tip, that's good when you can tip your taxi driver with a weed.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
very excited.
Now, I don't understand still where the telepathic part came in.
Well, he was telepathic because he knew that we had weed.
Let me change my story That was so
Oh yeah, I guess I brushed over that. I'll put more emphasis on that next time.
Emphasis, yeah, please do.
That was a great answer.
What you got to say about it, Pete?
Now, it's appropriate that your name is Dave Minor because your talent is minor. We've established I'm the mean
It's
one.
ER.
Yeah, he's
the-
No, I will say this, Dave. I like the backwards baseball cap. It makes you look youthful and cool.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
Absolutely. You look like the worst 21 Jump Street narc ever.
That's right.
He looks like he's not registered
Hi
to
kids,
vote.
do you like violence?
Exactly. But to give you some actual constructive feedback, I always love seeing you perform. You've got great presence. My one, especially considering how weird the topic is, I was kind of hoping you'd go weirder and bigger with this. But
Okay.
I think you're always a great storyteller, so you did a good job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All right, B, what's up there, Melinda? What you got to say about it?
Well, number one, you suck because you took all my shit. I was gonna give him hell about it.
Oh, I did?
Yes, oh yeah. I mean,
That's my
I
job,
remember-
Melinda.
I
So going
remember
third-
the
third is
dirt weed,
like-
and I pray that I could find some again because this new shit bugs you up.
It sure does.
You got to hold the
So
microphone.
maybe
new
that's
weed.
part of telepathic shit
Make
too.
her hold
I
it
don't
up,
know. So, sorry. This is all new, but you know, I like to talk. So, just the whole premises of you talking about the taxi cab driver and that it might be a father. Was it your father?
Right. That was supposed to be a political reference to the one of the things that happened in the DNC. But if you didn't get it, I'm not going to really go any more.
Oh,
beyond
a
that.
secret DNC joke.
Okay, so
You
there's your
clever,
telepath.
backwards hat wearing son of a bitch.
Have we established how cool you look today?
With this
We
wearing
have.
splatter shirt, skull, I don't even know what's going on.
And he's
bro.
wearing shorts.
I hope you're not going to vote like
I don't know. I only wore pants 3 times last year.
What is these shoes?
All 3 were
you know?
court appearances, right?
New
No,
Balance.
2 funerals and once on New Year's because I felt like it.
Wearing New Balances. You don't run no damn where.
Come on, it's a runner's
You ain't
body.
ran since 1992. Shut up.
Well, Dave, I have really enjoyed watching you grow through this, and thank you for being like one of the first to pop your cherry here.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at her using my
Making me
comfort.
blush.
All right, Melinda, thank you. What's up, Doug?
Suggestive and stuff. Dave, you know I love you, man. You're awesome. At first I was ready to send you to hell. You was telling retard jokes and news, but then you put a Bon Jovi reference and then you totally redeemed yourself. You're right back.